Now an attack is coming from the east, so I palm up the appendage attacking me from the side, and then my outward twisting lay with the other hand meets it to redirect it to the side. That's one way I can move in on the points, see? Now watch how I move in the points, very unorthodox. I make a barrel with my hand, and I'm actually hitting with the back of my hand, the back of my forearm, and my elbow. See, as I return, I'm covering my whole body. And then I step in, notice the footwork, forward bow, and I block. This could be a punch and a kick, low kick, doesn't matter which hand or which kick. It's a nice part about the versatility. I look, okay, I turn the foot, I down windmill, I down windmill over the top, and palm up. Now right from here, I go into a rearward bow. Now I'm checking a kick with the back of my hand, okay, and leaning out of the way. That's what the rearward bow for. It could also be an attack, an upper body like appendage attack. I'm leaning out of the way, okay, and then I look to this side and I cover over again, and I'm doing again combination elbow attack, but I'm ready to split the bridge at any time if it's a kick and move in, all right? And from there, palm down on a low kick, spread the hands apart for a push, and counter back. Okay, and I'm going to step forward with the left foot, okay, and I'm going to attack with the rear elbow on the points, see? And notice what I do with my hand. My hand covers in on the fist. I'm attacking those points like that. Okay, now watch how I return. Open the gap. The right hand becomes a down windmill. The left hand covers the center line. Okay, and then from there, out and back into this position here for 5 minutes. Okay, and then 3 breaths to come out. Now I'll do it again so you can get the flow of the continuity of it again. Okay, remember I have 5 minutes in the breath control sequence. So after 5 minutes of the breath control. Five minutes at this position here. Okay, now I'm going to share finally on this tape to close this tape up. First of all, there are 2 fighting forms for the Immortal's Blood Heaven's Chi system. I'm going to give you one on this tape, and then I'm going to do one on another Panther tape. We didn't want to combine both systems on one tape, but I think if you get 7 out of the 8 forms of the Shaolin Immortal's Blood Heaven's Chi Dim Mak, why, that's pretty good for one tape with some breakdowns and all the other stuff that you have going on the series. All right, so this one here, remember the fighting forms don't have breath control sequences, okay? And the fighting form should be done slowly and meticulously and at different mood levels. Most of the time do it slow so you can feel the chi and develop yourself. Later on, you can speed up some of the moves and blitz out and they'll be blitzing fast. But you need time, you have to do it slow so you can think of the points. Remember, this is Dim Mak. You have to think of the points, where you're hitting. It's not just random, okay? All right, here's how we go on this one. This is White Tiger system. It belongs to the White Tiger system. So you have the salutation. And then out into your horse. Double back fist out into your horse. Okay, now look to your east, and here comes an attack. I don't care what it is. Right punch, left punch, doesn't matter. Even be a kick for all that goes. But anyway, you down windmill it, and you use your 2 finger to get to that neck point. Okay, get to the neck point. Remember, soft areas to hard spots to soft area. The fingertips are hard area, so go for the neck. Okay, now someone's coming into attack here. So block it with your palm in a cat and counter with a phoenix, a low like uppercut attack. Okay, now if another punch comes in, just loop around it. Small circle, small downwind, loop around it, right or left, doesn't matter. And come right in and step forward in your stance and hit with a phoenix on one of those center line points. Now you look this way again, and you're getting attacked again. All right, so step forward with your right foot, down windmill with your rear left hand, and palm up phoenix to one of those throat spots. When they grab your wrist with their left hand, forward bow for power, scrape it off. Okay, then come in with your forward elbow, attacking the appendage. You do a rolling elbow off it, or go right, or a point or an appendage, roll right off of it and strike with your phoenix. Double phoenix. Look, one this way and one this way. One horizontal, one vertical on those points. Okay, number 2 and 1. Okay, 1 and 2. Now look behind you. Turn the left foot. 45, cover over with the right, down windmill with the left. Down windmill with the right. And on this one here, shoot a palm down. Horizontal phoenix, different position. Okay. Now from there, forward bow, intercept the incoming appendage with your forearm, and then counter again. Then the hand that punches becomes the down windmill. From your neutral bow, add your forward bow for power. Repeat again. Same hand that hits, blocks from the forward position for power. Now you have a lead hand technique, so you go back to your neutral bow. Now reinforce that roundhouse kick coming towards your left side with this move here, and then step down and counter with a low phoenix to one of those 16, 17 points. Okay? Then, as they crowd you, turn into a side cat and hit one of those points. All right, now, here's a way to get to the back of the body. As they come in, notice the left hand hooks down, the right hand hooks over, so you're blocking whatever's coming in to the side and around. Now that'll turn, get their back to you so you can jump right in getting those back points. Okay, from here, cover over. Okay, cover over, and just do the same thing. The lead hand is down, and whatever comes in, could be kick, could be punch, anything in that area, you just sweep it around so viciously that it spins their body, and you just go in for those back points. Or if it doesn't spin them around enough, just down windmill and hit with the palm on one of those points. All right? Now when they go to counter, get out of the way. Okay? Get out of the way. They also set up for a spinning rear kick, by the way. You get out of the way, but return it with a strong move that'll take out their punch and kick. Okay? Now, cock the hands to the right side and step forward and hit points on that center with double palms. Okay, then just step back and you're out of the form. Okay, now I'll do it one time without talking. Okay, and remember you can do it in different modes. Okay, you can do it with hardly any force at all just to feel the chi and study the points. Okay. Real slow. Or you can do it real fast with a lot of dynamic tension. And you can blitz on any point. But the idea is to go slow most of the time so you can understand what you're doing. Remember, it's in close in a small area, and you have to think about what you're doing before it becomes subconscious. Nothing becomes perfect without repetition. I hope you've enjoyed this tape. We've covered the entire little system of Shaolin, Mak, okay, the two meditations to move the chi and the two fighting forms, and we've covered the two standing moving meditations for the Taoist Immortal's Blood Heaven's Chi system, which will give you the force, internal force, develop the internal force to penetrate and disturb the points. And I've given you one of the Taoist, Immortal's Blood, Heavenly Chi, Fighting Forms. There's one more, and we'll complete that on a future Panther tape.